Hey, Dad, this is so awesome. We are standing today in the St. Peter's branch of St. Charles County Library, and this is where it all started.
This is where it all started, Dan.
35 years ago.
35 years ago, with 35 people right here.
Amazing. I wanted to know if you'd take me through a little bit of what you were feeling that first meeting as you began to gather everyone together and begin to share the vision of Church on the Rock.
You know, Daniel, it was so exciting. 35 years ago, when we came here, I can still remember, walking through the St. Peter's library door. Seriously, I can envision that. I can remember walking in that night. We had a little room off to the side, and we felt like go one place, one life, make it great.
Yeah.
And when we came here 35 years ago, we were denominational pastors.
Right.
But we had retirement, hospital, insurance, all the above, salary, security. Daniel, we got rid of all of it.
Right.
When you talk about legacy, you talk about commitment, you talk about dedication, you talk about your mom and I, you talk about believing in our church and our ministry. When we came here, that we burnt the bridges behind us.
Yeah.
We sold everything.
Yeah.
We left everything.
Yeah.
We gave up all of our money, everything, resources. So see, that's why it's easy for me, because I believe in our ministry, Church on the Rock.
Yeah.
Because we gave it all at the beginning. We burnt all bridges.
Yeah.
We had nothing left, in the natural as far as material to come here. And I can remember, they were sitting around tables, and I was just leaning against the table, and I was just casting vision.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this church that God was going to raise up, and I was thankful for them and the plans that God had for us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you remember some of the things you talked about in that first meeting about the vision? Some of what you always talk about the church you see and the church we have right now. But even back then, I know you were doing that. What were some of the things that you were sharing?
Well, really, the name of our church.
Yeah.
Church on the Rock.
Yeah.
So my passion was to teach the Word of God.
Yeah.
In a simple, practical way.
Yeah.
Where people could take it on Monday morning and apply it to their life, whether it be parenting, whether it be, career, ministry, whatever their ministry might be. But my heartbeat was, when you see the church that I saw a strong local church that was impacting the community and impacting the world.
Yeah.
But they were not just hearers, but they were doers of the Word of God.
Yeah. So Dad, and I've heard you say this many times before, which is, the seats that you're sitting in today, they're a result of somebody that had a heart for this vision.
Really?
They're a result of somebody that felt that God had called them to take up the legacy, help pass it on to the next generation. Can you talk a little bit about that, what you mean by that?
Well, Daniel, December 15th and 16th, in all four services, Saturday night at 5, Sunday 9/11, and our Spanish service at 2.
Yeah.
It's a legacy weekend.
Yeah.
And what that's all about is, I've been talking about in Psalm 112, verse 9, it says, those who give generously, their deeds will never be forgotten.
Wow.
God never forgets a seed that we sow. God never forgets an offering that we give when we give it, and it will always be remembered, leaving a legacy. I like to say that our giving should outlast our living. And so the weekend of December 15th, 16th, it's huge because we normally have an ultimate gift. At the end of the year, we ask people to give the ultimate gift above, beyond regular giving. We've gone to a new level.
Yeah.
We're taking it, to a new level, calling it Legacy Weekend. Legacy. And Daniel, in 1 Chronicles 29, verses 3 through 9, was recorded the largest offering given in history. And David was asking them to give this offering, and it says that they had set their affection towards God's house.
Yeah.
They had a heart for God's house. So it says that they gave above their required giving. And they did, and it said it brought great joy because they had a willing heart, and a perfect heart towards the house of God. They had a heart for the house. And Daniel, is what we're talking about here today. You see me, I have a heart for Church on the Rock, the house, the people. And for these 35 years, our family, we've given everything to this ministry, to our people. to lead them to a God who's for them, help them discover His purpose for their life.
Yeah.
So Legacy Offering Weekend is about all of us. We don't have a financial goal.
Right.
It's not equal, it's not equal giving. Like, we're not asking everybody, hey, give $35 a piece for 30. No. But we're asking for equal sacrifice.
Wow.
Not equal giving, but equal sacrifice. Because for some, this is a sacrifice. For others, it isn't. So we're challenging everybody to do something.
Yeah.
Our goal is to get everybody in children's church, youth, Inspire, and all the departments, and all the small groups to do something for God's house. How do you get a heart for God's house? And I'll tell you how you get it. When you know the why. It gives you the motivation to serve one, worship one. It gives you the motivation to constantly work on your attitude. It gives you the motivation that the most important things in life is not things, it's a relationship. It gives you the motivation to give God your best. When you know the why, that gives you a willing heart and a heart for God's house.